What happens in San Francisco Bay is critically dependent upon what happens upstream in the delta and the upper reaches of the estuary in the Sacramento River and the San Joaquin River, the sources of the fresh water that feed and nourish San Francisco Bay.
In the droughts of the 1980s, the percentage of fresh water being diverted from estuary for cities and agriculture approached 60%. As native species populations such as the Delta smelt collapsed, advocates for the environment turned to the courts and Endangered Species Act to demand adequate flows for wildlife. Today, freshwater inflows and the corresponding impact on the ecology of San Francisco Bay remain the touchstone of conflict between environmentalists and state water users.
$23 million people use in some fashion the water that comes out of that delta. 50% of the water that flows off the surface of California runs into that estuary. This is going to be the hub. This is going to be the epicenter. This is the place that Californians are going to be focusing on as we try to figure out what to do with it.
As the battle over the Delta waged on, a new vision for the Bay as a whole was growing. The possibility of actually restoring some of what was lost in 150 years of radical change.
The Bay was on life support